All right, so this next match started with the Jericho Appreciation Society in the big brawl against the Anarchy Arena match, whatever it's called. And
when they came out together, like all of them dressed up in white like that, like they were going to paint a house, I was thinking of they were going to break into everybody, rock your body.
So let me tell you what happened here. I started watching this. They started bleeding all over the place. Bro, I fell asleep during this. If you can believe that. I fell asleep. I'm watching them bleed. And I'm like, dude, it's like you got to. This is 2022. You can't be in the stands bleeding all over the place in there with the fans. That's ridiculous. I mean, come on, you gotta be kidding me. You think the fans want to get your blood on them? That's just. I mean, I'm like, well, what are they? I mean, what are you guys doing here?
Some people take that as a souvenir. I swear to God, they'll get blood.
That's fine, but that's just not. You can't. You're going to sell this to advertise. Like they're going to look. It's like watching guys bleed all over the place. They're in the stands bleeding on the fans. I mean, that's a criticism, but it's like it's definitely a man. I mean, from a philosophical standpoint, I can't believe they did that. You know, like there's something. Bro, this is 20 years later. We wouldn't have done. Like in 2001, we wouldn't have thought of doing this. Whereas we can't be bleeding in the stands. It's like this 20 years later, we're bleeding in the stands. It's like, come on.
Well,
so what happened in this?
ECW would have done it, and Tony's ECW.
Bro, that's 20-something years ago,
I know, but I'm just saying.
It's like
I'm
the
saying
rules
that's
have
what
changed.
The rules have changed, but he likes what he likes, and he's trying to bring back that ECW, Ring of Honor, Nitro, combine them all into one thing, kind of.
What did you think of this?
I'm not a big fan of these type of matches, but the fans loved them. I thought they did a little bit of everything. They did a good job of following them around. They did kind of a little homage to the Memphis concession stand brawl when they went in there with the mustard and all that shit. And they did this thing where Santana Ortiz had like ladders side by side, and they drove into they used to be the 2.0 guys through tables. That was a good spot there. I like the finish using the ropes and the Boston Crab at the same time to choke them out and use a crab. I like that. But fans like this. Everybody was bleeding. I like the part where Eddie was coming down with the gas tank, with the gas can in his hand and poured it over them, and the guy slapped the thing before he lit it. That was well done.
Let me ask you guys, because there's been a lot of talk about it on Twitter and stuff like that, Eddie's got to be pushed to the title now. Push him to the top. Would you guys think that that's logical? A lot of the fans want to see Eddie Kingston pushed up top to the title.
No, absolutely not.
I figured you'd say
bro,
that.
the guy needs to get in shape.
Yeah.
Do not push a guy that is not getting in shape. You can't do that. It's like that. That's the only thing holding this guy back. He needs to get in shape or better shape. You know what I'm saying? That's a period. I mean, that's like
people don't give a about that.
Right.
They like him.
Well, I think people do, and it's the people that turn the channel. Maybe. Like those are the people that they care about this, and they don't like seeing. I'm just telling you. There's a lot of reasons these guys are not drawing 1 million people a week, and I think that's one of the reasons. Is the presentation of the characters, the physical look, what they're wearing when they come out for promos. It looks like I said, we call them the Kmart divas and stuff. The people in WWE look like they shop at Saks Fifth Avenue. The people on this show look like they shop at Target. Okay, and it's like that. You can't pretend that's not the visual picture when you're watching both shows. Okay, because that's what it looks like to everybody.
Yeah, but
whether you care about it or not. But I say there are a lot of people that care about it.
Yeah,
they're the people that are not invested in it, and they've chosen not to get invested because if the characters are not going to treat themselves like stars, why do you think you're watching stars? Why would you think that? I'm like, hey, these are stars. Let's watch stars. It's like, God, this guy.
They're
looks like
watching him because
the
guy does killer promos and he has a believable character, not because what he looks or dresses like. They don't give a about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
obviously, he would look more like a star if he did, but it doesn't take away from the fact that that character he's playing, he does a good job at it.
He does do a good job. The thing is increase increase your brand. Try to look more the part. It's like because you got it on the mic. Nobody's arguing that. You guys great on the mic, but it's like I can't help looking at this guy. It's like he looks like he's not in shape compared to the other guys. And that's a basic criticism that's very visible. And it's like I said, do something about it. If he doesn't want to do anything about it, and you're saying, well, his fans like it, it's like, okay, well then you're not getting pushed higher because there's people that don't like that look. All right, so it's like you're stuck where you're gonna be.
I would not. You know what? I would put him against Punk because there's real heat there. They don't really like each other, and people know that. And he's super over right now. So yeah, I would have no problem pushing him to the top against Punk.
You're gonna put on TV. Okay, you're having trouble drawing 1 million fans. And the problem with drawing 1 million fans is you're not getting people outside the box. You're not getting new fans or anything. You're going to put that feud on TV and you think you're going to get to 1 million fans?
I didn't say I'd get to 1 million fans, but
well, that's the way we got to book. That's why they have to. They
might do really good promos. They might, finally, since Punk doesn't really like Kingston might make him really go there where we want him to go, and we'll get some really killer promos. And if they can come up with some good ideas, they could be a very interesting storyline. So yeah, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Well, the thing with Kingston is you can do good TV with the guy because he can cut a 10-minute promo. And then so we talk about the guys that are stars come across. But like I said, one of your stars needs to up his game, his physical appearance because he can carry the spot on the mic, which we talk about is the most important. Literally, the stars in these shows are the guys that do good mic work. So let's go to this next.
Kevin Owens has never really changed his look, and he just main evented WrestleMania with Austin. And he's used all the time in top angles by WWE, and he's not in shape or not in the kind of shape you're talking about.
He's a better worker than Eddie Kingston, though. So I don't think anybody's going to argue that.